12,000 pilgrims have been rescued in rain-hit Uttarakhand yesterday. Rescue operations continued on a war footing to evacuate 22,000 pilgrims still stranded in high-altitude areas amid a Met Department warning of light to moderate rains in the region from today. Over 80,000 people have been evacuated so far from the worst-hit Rudraprayag, Chamoli and to people stuck in these critical areas. And we are now yes.
Right, we are now joined back. Welcome back after the break. You're watching Breakfast News.
Let's move on now. Meanwhile, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Vijay Bahuguna has said that the last rites of all the bodies found in Kedarnath will be performed in the temple city itself. And air rescue operations resumed after a brief suspension due to bad weather early this morning to evacuate over 22,000 stranded people in flood-hit Uttarakhand, even as ITBP jawans began. And Indian Railways is continuing its efforts for the evacuation of passengers stranded in Uttarakhand. Railway Minister Mallikarjun Kharge has been reviewing the arrangements regularly with the Railway Board and giving directions for the best possible arrangements. Northern Railway and its Moradabad division have fully geared up for making appropriate arrangements. Uttarakhand falls mostly under Moradabad Railway Division. According to the ministry, special trains have been running regularly since 20th of June.
And shifting
Press review this Monday morning. I'm Sakal, Bhatt, and quite predictably, the flood fury in Uttarakhand and the reports from Ground Zero tops the headlines in all the national dailies this Monday morning. Let's quickly start with Minister Yashpal Arya has already floated the alarming figure a day after CM estimated 1,000 deaths. And now the Times of India also leads with the Kerry's visit to India on Sunday, and he's also called for New Delhi to play a central role in the next Afghan elections and also improve electoral system and create a credible as well as independent framework for resolving disputes. Kerry landed in Delhi yesterday. The paper also leads with the poll panel chief Narendra Modi talks consensus seeker seeking to unite hearts and minds and an effort to reach out to the youths of Jammu and Kashmir and a promise to carry forward the work done during Vajpayee's regime. Now let's move on to the Indian Express. It also leads with the Uttarakhand, its headline in Go. But of course a thrilling one in a way, which also turned out to be a T20 match of sorts. And the other paper that we are looking at is the Pioneer. The Pioneer Uttarakhand, it says that although it's been cleared of all stranded pilgrims, but rescuers still carried the rescue work on war footing, and rain, of course, disrupting the rescue operations there. And finally, a quick look at the Asian Age as well. It leads with, again, Uttarakhand update. It says 5,000 in Uttarakhand wishes investment pack. And now let's move on to beating England yesterday. Hindu also carries a story from Uttarakhand. The situation there, it says rescue goes into battle mode and two Pakistanis. And the lead story also in Hindu happens to be John Kerry's visit. Me for the moment for all the press review in newspapers. Back to studio.
So that was a look at the newspaper.
Kedarnath Bank among those waiting to apparently part of ₹5 crore booty from SBI's Kedarnath
right, so,
branch. And the money was found floating.
With these reports emerging,
from the bank money has disappeared. Can you imagine?
Shouldn't the state government now?
From his first address yesterday, of course, he pressed for more investment on the strategic lines, and especially India's role in Afghanistan's electoral system and the way he hyphenated India and Pakistan.
Well, you see, John Kerry, this is the first visit after he's taken over as the US